So even though we face the difficulties of today and tomorrow, I still have a dream. It is a dream deeply rooted in the American dream. I have a dream.
There is a growing divide in wealth between white and black, one that's $152,000 wide. Brandeis University just released a study showing that the wealth gap between African Americans and whites has tripled in 25 years.
Some years ago, the study was that the average white high school graduate made the same as the average black college graduate. So when I read the new study, the Brandeis study, it was just nothing surprising to me.
The study was based on 1,700 households of working age between 1984 and 2009. In just 25 years, the wealth gap between white and black families tripled from $85,000 to a staggering $236,500.
African Americans in Washington have seen, the schools deteriorate. They've seen the housing markets are deteriorating. So blacks are losing that. Blacks are moving out of these old neighborhoods.
In the U.S., 1% of households own 37% of all wealth, giving towns like this one in Fairfax, Virginia, a new definition of what it means to be wealthy and privileged.
I don't think it surprises a single black person in America. I don't think it's a thing, it probably didn't surprise as many whites as you might imagine. You know, Lyndon Johnson talked about this a long time ago, and he said in very simple words. In 1965 at Howard University, he says that you can't ask a man with a mule to catch up with a man with a caterpillar. And I often use that with my students, and they don't know, and they think caterpillar I mean worm, but caterpillar I mean tractor. And so you can't, ask the man who's starting, a woman starting at the 30-yard dash to catch up with somebody who starts at the 70.
His lips dripping with the words of interposition and nullification. One day right there in Alabama, little black boys and black girls will be able to join hands with little white boys and white girls as sisters and brothers. I have a dream today. I have a dream that one day every valley shall be exalted, and every hill and mountain shall be made low, the rough places will be made plain, and the crooked places will be made straight, and the glory of the Lord shall be revealed, and all flesh shall see it together. This is our hope. This is a faith that I go back to the South with. With this faith, we will be able to hew out of the mountain of despair a stone of hope. With this faith, we will be able to transform the jangling discords of our nation into a beautiful symphony of brotherhood. With this faith, we will be able to work together, to pray together.
The downturn has had a much bigger impact on minority communities than it did on whites. And part of that is that there was a large gap to start with. And much of that has to do with the fact that, number one, blacks are far less likely to inherit from extended family. They are less likely to own their homes. When they do own their homes, they're valued lower on average than comparable homes that whites own. They're also less likely to invest in the stock market, and they have a higher unemployment rate. And we should be clear that wealth is everything that you have in savings and investments that are assets, and it's really something that is different from income. Income is how you live day to day. Your wealth is what you pass on to your family. It's what you pay for college for your children. It's those kinds of things.
I still have a dream. It is a dream deeply rooted in the American dream. I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up